I'm really excited to ring in our 20th anniversary here at Donham with the 2020 Rosé. This will be the first 2020 wine, of course, that we release, and also just the second wine that we made entirely in the new winery. This is a high acid wine. It's got really good structure. There's plenty of the kind of red fruit, strawberry, cherry, little hint of citrus, and then a little bit of weight on the palate compared to other Pinot Noir Rosé. This is fermented in the barrel and then aged on the lees for about 3 months. So it's not an extended aging, but it does give it a little bit of extra richness. So I think the acidity balances that out really well. So you still have that kind of fresh, summery, springtime drink that you're looking for, but there's a little bit more going on, I think, on the finish and a little bit more intensity. So the Rosé is harvested completely from a block of Dijon Clone 115, which is kind of all around the Spider House. We decided that this was going to be our Rosé block 2 years ago, and so we're farming it 100% for Rosé. We know it's going to be picked really early, so we prune it a little bit later, kind of push that harvest date back a little bit. But it really receives all the same attention that our other blocks do, so it's really being farmed to the same standard as our Pinot Noirs. We just know that this is going to go for Rosé. 19 was a little bit cooler of a vintage, so it's a little bit more of a kind of linear bracing wine. The 20 has a little bit of a kind of richer texture to it. It's also got a new label, still featuring Richard Hudson's Love Me, but a little bit different take on it. I think it looks really, really cool. I think Hudson's Love Me sculpture is amazing, just how it sits right at the kind of highest point on the vineyard for the most part. And it sort of reflects everything that's going on around, so it changes through the seasons. In the spring, it's really cool to see the vines budding and then the wildflowers that kind of come up around it, so it's super colorful. And then it's interesting to see it in the winter where everything's kind of brown. On the ground, you see all the clouds and the blue sky reflected in it, so I think it has multiple dimensions to it, and I think that it's a really interesting piece to me for that reason. And now that spring's here in Carneros, I'm really excited that everyone who comes to visit is going to start their day off with a glass of our 2020 Rosé. This will be our 20th anniversary at Donham, and it will be my 10th vintage as winemaker, so I think it's a really cool time to come out and look forward to seeing you here.